me get up. Let's get closer than close. A little oily, but let's roll with it. Hey, this is free game. Hey, I'm Coach Shawnee. Confirmation. Hey, it's Coach Shawnee. I know y'all. I've been a little MIA lately. Life been life, and how do I put this? The things that I said were going to happen have happened. The things that I had been speaking on and prophesying about have happened. It has happened. It is time. It is time. The time is now. The time is upon us. Okay? Just want y'all to know that. And I haven't been really sprucing myself up that much lately, so you get me on a day I spruce myself up, okay? No, I gotta get better about just coming on here and whatever. We're not there yet. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, I totally could. We're getting there. So, how do I say this? I know feelings, I have to find words. Let's say that. I know feelings, I have to find words. So, what I've been feeling, channel message coming, channel message coming. It's like, there she is. Let's go talk through her now. Okay? Spirit Neum. Um, Somebody needs to listen up. Cross watcher, monitoring spirit, but you, that one person. It's gonna be that one person. It's you. Yes, I am live. However, I prefer to record these lives and just post them because who got time to be editing? Um, hmm. Major move, major shift. Major move, major shift. Major move, major shift. Oh, you probably feel like you just went through one, and you have, because you're in major moves. You made a major move for a major shift. You made a major move so that you could have a major shift. Many of you who are under the sound of my voice are on this journey with me, and we're all being shifted together, and I'm channeling these messages for us. Okay. There's more to your story, there's more to my story, but this is the gist of it, right? You made a major move so that you could have a major shift, and now that the move is done, the move was the fool card. Everybody looked at you like a fool, but you had to take a leap of faith. There was something in you that was like, I feel I have to do it on this day. I have to do it right now. Wait till I tell y'all what happened. I was like, you gotta go no matter what. You gotta go. And you might have felt like, I gotta go stand on the X. That was the major move. That was the leap of faith. That was taking the big jump. The big jump. And now that you're on the X, when I see timeline jumping and quantum leaping, I see jumping from lily pads. And you got to wait to the right, and they're floating in the air, not on water. These lily pads are floating in the air. This is a channel message, y'all. Y'all come in. Welcome to the live. These lily pads are floating in the air, not on water. And you're waiting for all these different versions and timelines to line up with you and come over to you so you can jump safely from this one to that one. But some of them, that's the one. It's going to light up bright neon green. And it's like, you got to jump, but your feet aren't going to land on it. You got to jump onto it and hold on with your hands. And trust that that's the only way I can get to it, but I'm getting to it. That's the only way. The only way seems unsafe. It seems crazy. It seems like, what the hell am I doing? Other people might look like, what the hell are you doing? But the only way to get to that lily pad that's lit up bright green, like, hey, it's me. I'm the one you need to be on. I'm like, how the hell am I gonna get up there? The only way I could possibly do this is to do it like that. Well, that's the way I gotta go, because if that is what I've been praying for, all these years, if that is what I've been going through, all of this spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul, trials of Job, releasing everything, if it was just to see that thing and I'll be like, no, I'd rather land on my feet. I'd rather have safely walk across, overlap with where I'm at now, make a bridge. No, Spirit was like, I let you go through so much stuff to prepare you for a riskier jump, because if I had made it easy for you, hi Mama Philip or Minma Philip. I'm doing a channel message live, y'all. Then I'm gonna check y'all comments. So this quantum leap, this jump, this huge leap of faith, that was the part that you were going to have to do. Like I really wanted that bad. I really want to go where I've been seeing that I'm supposed to go so bad in life, not a physical place, a metaphorical place. I want to get to this part in life so bad that I'm willing to accept all these hardships, lessons, and cut off all these relationships and to do things a different way, go against the path. Thank you for liking the live, y'all, and subscribe if you haven't. Y'all about to see some exciting things happen in my life. And it's gonna trickle down. I like to give things away. I'm a giver. So I'm just like, I'm in position now. I'm in position. And many of you have been given your opportunity to make that jump from the safe or dark, that lily pad that you were on. Look at it like this: the lily pad that you were standing on, the space you were standing in this spiritual plane that we're on, it was shrinking away. Your time was running out. If you didn't make a jump to something else, babe, you weren't going to have a place to be. Like you, what was going to happen to you, right? So you have to think about it like that. Hi, as you guys come in, I'll get to your comments in a minute. I'm doing this channel message about taking this big leap of faith and having this huge jump just so you can align with this, make this major move, right? So you can have a major shift. You could not have the shift where you were because where you were at was dying slowly. It was just slowly going away. All the energy that, and all the grace and all the protection that you were going to be given for that place has run out. See it like that. Y'all know when y'all have been in situations where you know it's time to move on. You don't know how, you don't want to be there. You just don't know what's lined up next. And then when it finally comes in, you've been through enough stuff to where no matter what, you're ready to just risk it all and go. Because it's got to be better than where I'm at. It's got to be what I've been asking for. It's got to be better than this thing that I'm standing on that's shriveling up and going away. Right? And so when you see that bright green lily pad flash and that's your next jump, but you're jumping and you're holding on like this. Like, I hope I built up enough upper body strength to hold me on here because this is what I got. And everybody's like, go back. Why would you do that? I couldn't stay there anymore. My spirit was showing me. When you hear something, that's your spirit talking to you. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. So your spirit is guiding your body through your mind. And so when you hear something, that's your higher self saying, hey, we had a plan before we got here. The body needs to get programmed into this plan through the mind, right? Hi, Cornelius. Hey! And so this is probably one of my first lives since we met. So I'm like, make sure y'all subscribe and like this live, y'all. So your spirit is like, hey, look below. Your time is running out here in this space. Your protection is running out. The energy is running out. You better make that jump. You're going to be, even though that jump seems risky, when that one thing lights up, says, come on now, go here. And I said bright green in the transportation I got here on from St. Louis to Atlanta was bright green. But it lit up bright green. It's going to relate to a lot of you all. You took a risky leap of faith. Spirit said, go stand on the X. The X was somewhere else. It was out of town. It was out of the place that where you were the place where you were living. I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a moment. I'm gonna scroll back through. I appreciate y'all coming in, like and subscribe. I'm doing a channel message. I do spiritual channel messages over here. I do Q&A. I help you learn about spirituality. I help you walk in your purpose. I have to walk in my purpose, and I'm doing a lot of the scary things right now so that I can help you get through it and understand what you went through. I had to go take the big leap too, right? I ain't just telling you what it looked like for you. I did it. I'm the person you can come to that did it. Okay? Um, Thank you. So it's just like you knew everything was drying up where you were. So you had to make a big move to have a big shift. You couldn't accept anything big where you were. You're standing on something that was dwindling. It could barely hold you anymore. It didn't have the energy to hold you or sustain you or to prosper you. If you can't prosper where you are, then that's not where you're supposed to stay. It might have been where you passed through for a period of time, but it's not going to be where you're supposed to stay because you're not prosperous there. You might be getting breadcrumbs. That's manna for now. And when it's time to move on from a place where you were getting manna, then it's going to be time to go on to a place where you can become prosperous, right? And if that dries up, that's how you're going to know when to move on. When things are starting to dry up where you are. And so you're going to get to a point where sometimes spirit has to starve you out a little bit if you're not paying attention or listening. You too busy with life. Like, hey, I'm going to dry everything up until you come pray to me, until you come talk to me, until you go within, until you meditate, okay? I'm going to dry everything up. I'm going to shut this shit down. That's how spirit is. Like, I'm going to shut it down until you come talk to me. We got a mission to do here. You're not meant to be in lack. You're not to be in dry places. You're not to be in instability. You're not meant to be doing bad. So I have to let you do bad because that's the only time you pray or go within and come talk to me. I knew that to get rid of some people. People don't want to hear it. They want to blame somebody else for doing bad. It's only because you're in a place where you're not supposed to be anymore. You're around people you're not supposed to be in anymore. Spiritually, energetically, and geographically, you're in places that aren't meant to be where you prosper. You're never meant to have anything there. You're never meant to have anything around those people. You were never meant to. That was not the plan. That's not the story. So you got to go within. Like when it ain't working out, oh, now I'm going to go pray on a daily basis. Now I'm going to start to wake up and give gratitude. Now I'm going to meditate. Now I'm going to seek answers. Now I'm going to seek spirituality. Oh, okay. You done running the show, little human? You got to go to big spirit, your higher self, right? The you that exists whether you have a body or not. The you that existed in multiple bodies. So it's not your spirit's first time guiding a body through something, right? So getting in position in that mind, okay? What's controlling your mind if your higher self doesn't have primary influence? Who has primary influence over your mind if it is not your higher self? If your spirit does not have primary influence over your mind, ask yourself what does. What is possessing you? What possesses your thoughts and wants you to stay in a place that's shriveling up and drying up and not ready to take a leap? Yeah, the leap didn't just come in one form. It came in multiple. Scary as heck. I know it's a lot of kids that don't have kid accounts on here that watch my videos. They tell their friends at school to follow me on here. I have a lot of kids following me on YouTube. I love it. Little chosen ones, raising up that next generation. You guys, so they probably curse more than I do. Use profanity more than I do, but we gonna keep PG for the babies. Y'all. So what I'm seeing is spirit said this place is drying up energetically. You're around people. You're around people and things. It was never meant for you to be great here. It was meant for you to come through here onto your next. When the next comes, it's gonna be like, I gotta hang on. I gotta take a big leap. I see that flash of light. I gotta go. No, I know I planned for it to go this way, but this is how it's coming to me, and I gotta jump and grab my hands. It's not gonna roll across to me where I can walk across and bring people with me, babe. When you take that leap of faith, it's only gonna be room for you to jump and barely hang on by the skin of your teeth, okay? I know. It's gonna look like you suspended in air holding on to your next. And then you're going to be asked to take another leap from there. That's going to carry you over. You got to believe you're strong enough to get to the next. You got to believe that, like, if you're dangling there by your hands, you got to believe you got enough upper body strength to carry you over to the next thing. And once you get over there, you're like, dang, I was stronger than I thought. I'm telling you what I've experienced in the past 22 days, 23 days since the 30th. Okay, this is it's real, and y'all are going through it. And so, as a lot of people out there, it's like, you're moving, you're moving. I moved, and some of y'all moved too, and you're about to move. I noticed that when it happens for me, people around me, it trickles, it comes out like a spiral. It's happening to them, it's happening to them. And then when they call me, I know why I went through it, because they're going to call me and say, Shawnee, I'm going through it. This is how it works, right? So I'm going to say this. You might make one leap like it was scary as heck. Here come the next one, like, oh well, I just did that. Now I ain't gonna quit now. What I'm gonna do? Give up? Where I'm gonna fall? The abyss? I gotta keep going, babe. Gotta keep going, babe. And then we get to the next one. It's like, okay, I can breathe a little bit, but I kind of got a feeling I know this ain't it either. Spirit, what we doing next? Because can we just do it now? Spirit's like, calm down a minute. I'll let you get your bearings, because you're finally on the X. You're finally on the X. Now the next lily pad, it might slide over to you. You might go into the next part with ease, because now you're on a good plane. You're in the right plane. You're in the right plane, the right area where you can be prosperous. You can breathe a little bit. I just need you to calm down. I don't want you to go into this next season, into your land of abundance, with a flight or fright mentality, survival mentality, or betrayal, not trusting people. Calm down for a minute. Let's decompress you. When you go down 10 meters at a time into the ocean, it can flip your body inside out. It's a lot of pressure. So you're coming back up to the surface. You've been in deep for a long time. And so every 10 minutes, you got to rest for about a minute and decompress. Decompress. Release some pressure. Okay? Because when you get to the surface, you don't want it to be shocked. It's too light. It's not enough pressure. You've adjusted along the way. Adjust along the way. So now you're in this season where you're going to slowly adjust to all of this new abundance along the way. You're going to decompress from lack of opportunities. Like, not, I didn't get raises and promotions. I never got to be MD. I never got to be a medical doctor. I had to go IT route. I always wanted a big wedding. Never got to have that. I'm finally probably going to have that. Probably my ass. I'm having a big ass wedding because somebody loved me. Okay. I don't know who. I don't know. Plenty of people have said it. But I claim that big wedding. Because that's what I want. So I'm going to have the desires of my heart, right? And I know I'm going to get married again. And so, I can actually see that now. This version of me can see that now. This version of me can be in a healthy relationship and not be an overgiver. So you're going to decompress from being an overgiver. And I feel like I got to give so much. If anybody does anything for me, I got to turn from my feminine energy of receiving to a masculine energy and try to give. Men need to get into that feminine or spiritual energy as well and learn how to receive when people are good to you. Men need to do that too, right? And so, also, you're going to decompress. That every 10 meters coming up out of the deep water, this is your decompression. Like, you're going to release some things. You're going to shed some things from your old life that weighed you down. You're going to come up lighter and lighter and lighter till your head finally reaches the surface of the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. Why not Atlantis? Okay. I'm an ancient soul, y'all. So when your head finally peaks above water, you're not looking around in fear. You've released everything as you slowly came up and decompressed. Let's say you're 100 meters deep. There's 10 layers of 10 layers of decompression that you went through, right? To come back up. And you're up there. Let's imagine the day when you're at the top. You're looking around. You can get up. You can get on that yacht. And you can go over to solid land. And you can roam freely. Just imagine that day. Because many of you, like me, we're here now. Our head is above water. You're not under all this pressure. You don't feel like you're drowning. And you have to learn. Like, like that whole thing, like sniffling when you've been crying for too long, or, feeling like you've been drowning for so long. Like, get me out of here. I'm traumatized. Trauma is real. You will have post traumatic stress syndrome from going through your dark night of the soul, your humiliation rituals. And I do highly recommend that you get a spiritual mentor, you get in a spiritual group of friends. No more of the karmic people that you were used to being around. I'm gonna tell y'all 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. You need help. Once you've been on this spiritual journey by yourself for so long, you need help. You need mental/spiritual help. You've been underwater by yourself for so long, you are going to come up with PTSD. I can't tell y'all no other way. This shit is real. And you don't feel like you can relate to people. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. But you might be like, oh, we went through all this stuff. That stuff hurt. That stuff was real. That stuff lasted for years. That stuff cost us everything. Some of us had to send our children away. It was real. This spiritual journey is real. It's not for the weak. And so, not to say you're weak if you couldn't do it, because it was hard, to do. It was hard to do. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. But the people that turn on you in the process, you're going to need to go to somebody and process this. Commit to your spiritual rituals. Click the link in my bio if you want to join my community, because we don't go to church. It's not a place we go anymore. We know we've seen too much. If you want to be a part of community, people who've been through what you've been through, to have somewhere to come decompress, I have created that, because I understand that's the one thing people run back to church for is community. So I created community, and it's in my bio. I have the community that's only $15 a month. If you don't have it, let me know, because you still need to be in there. And so I'm also going to start a free one on Discord pretty soon. But I'm going to tell y'all the truth. After you go through the spiritual awakening and spiritual journey, you might be sitting somewhere like, I made it through all of it. I know I'm the chosen one. I know abundance is my birthright. I know I can go do anything I want. But the things that you now have to live with and sit with and know that you experienced it, they changed you forever. You don't feel all excited and floating around like a fairy. Baby, you traumatized. I know, because I am. I really am. And I have to admit that to myself and tell myself it's okay. Like, you are fucking traumatized from the stuff you endured on your dark night of the soul, living at different people's houses in different conditions, in different situations, and still trying to show up on here and be a light in a dark place. You are fucking traumatized. And that's okay, because it's people like you who've been through it too, and we're going to help each other heal from it. You have to heal from your spiritual awakening in a different way. In a different way. Don't nobody understand. Nobody understands this level of it. People can sit around, oh yeah, I've kind of gone through this. I've kind of gone through that. When I tell you what I went through, you're going to know. This ain't for the weak. And so the people who can just get on here and channel you some messages and walk off, I'm glad that all of us didn't have to go through this, and that we had some messengers, right? Because it was a lot of days I would just listen to other people's channel and I'd be like, I can't put nothing on my own. I feel like I can't do nothing but cry today. There was so many days I felt like I couldn't do nothing but cry today. I can't go help these people. I'm going through it too. So it was real. The betrayals, a lot of it was around money. A lot of it was around the way people love you. People just want to knock you off so bad because people don't love them the way they love you. You don't understand why people treat you like that. You don't understand why people treat anybody like that. But people will try to get rid of you and ruin your life. They will try to run you to the point where you sleeping on the streets because they hate the way other people love you. This is so real. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't lived it. And I know the people in your life that will are willing to go to these lengths to drag you down to nothingness. That's spiritual warfare. And it will lie right on the surface, right in front of everybody, and they'll act like they can't see it. They'll act like they can't see it. A person will stand next to you and swear they're your family member or this, that, and the other, and will try to and let another person. They will stand there and just watch another person try to destroy you. And they swear they love you. They swear they want the best for you, and just watch it happen and act like it ain't happening. And it's spiritual warfare. It's witchcraft. And the stuff that you see in that dark night of the soul, and then the stuff you experience in the humiliation rituals, before you get your full strength and power, you have to take off them rose-colored glasses. You can't have them living in an illusion. You can't have them living a lie. Your heart has to be broken, and everything has to be broken off of you. That's why you could not get the shift until you made the move. You had to move away from the things that no longer served you and the things that could not be a part of your abundance. You had to move for a shift. That was your sacrifice at that point. You sacrificed all along. It was like the final piece of it. So if you made it this far in this video, I know you've been through it. I know you've been through it too, because nobody else wants to hear this or even believe it, or they know they've been on the negative end, or they've caused this situation in somebody's life and they don't want to hear this. They're going to run away. They're going to blame somebody else. They're going to say I'm full of it. That's how you're going to know. We ain't worried about them, because there's something for us and there's something for them too. They ain't going to like it, but it's coming. Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. It's Judgment Day. I love y'all. Be great.